Heyo, I'm Colby from Sanitarian Productions. We're back again with another action figure review. In this episode, we're taking another look at the Star Wars Black Series. And we actually have another Rey figure here. So, this is Rey from the Island Journey. I don't know why I had so many Reys in a row, but I did. So, anyways, this figure is from the, 2017, I think. But, yeah, it's a cool looking Rey figure. Rey isn't my favorite character. It just so happened that I got 3 of these in a row. So, anyways, I hope you all have enjoyed those so far. But I'm interested to see how this one compares to a couple of the other Rey figures we've looked at here. And so we're just going to dive into this one. It does come on a standard Black Series box here. Nice window packaging here. Nice artwork down here at the bottom. These are pretty much the same as normal. We get Rey Island Journey on the side, 58 on this side, no little window box up here. Standard copyrighty information-y stuff. And on the back we do have just a little bio for Rey with the Island Journey. So, very cool. And looking for the copyright, yeah, 2017. So, let's just go ahead and dive into this one and see what's going on with it. Little piece of tape here. We'll take care of that real quick with this little knifey knife. And we'll see what we go from there. So as I've stated in the past, on a couple of these other videos, I'm not a big Black Series collector. But I got a few of these in a lot, and they've been fun so far. So I'm interested to see what this one is like as well. So there's the box. It does come on a standard kind of blister pack thing here. Standard red cardboard insert, which we'll toss to the side. About the same number of accessories that we've got in the past with these other Rey figures. So nothing too, exciting there. We do have the standard, I'm going to call it a gaffy stick, but it's not a gaffy stick, so let's see how it comes out here. It looks pretty much just like the last one we looked at. We also have the Lightsaber. We have a slightly different blue color on the actual blade. Pretty nice looking though. We have her pistol that just jumped up and went somewhere, and I have no idea where that just went to. So I'll have to find that here in a moment. So you do have to be kind of careful when you're opening some of these things, because they do have a tendency to jump away from you. Oh well, we'll come back to that in a second. Alright, let's get the figure out here. Very nice looking. And plastic can go wherever plastic goes to live afterwards. And I have no idea where the devil this little blaster pistol went. So that may be gone for good. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere. So that's a shame. I'm sure it's down here somewhere. Give me a moment here and I'll find it. We'll fast forward here through this bit as I kind of search. But we'll keep the camera rolling so that there's nothing weird going on here. But let's see here. Aha! Found it. Way down there on the ground. Okay, now we make all this racket and get back to actually doing the review, why don't we? Alright, let's go ahead and zoom in now that we got the little blaster pistol back in here. That's probably going to be good right there. So since we went to all that trouble to find this blaster pistol, let's start with it. Very nice looking. It actually looks the same as the last one we got. Nice details. Not a lot of paint apps. We'll dial the front light down just a bit. There we go. Interesting. I have that one right here. So just looking at it, it's the same exact pistol. So I don't see any changes in it whatsoever. This one came with the Jedi training ray, and this is the one for the island journey. So yeah, it's the same pistol. So no big deal there. Very nice looking though. Let's see, she does actually have a holster here for it as well. So let's see if that'll fit in there. It should. Yeah, it fits in there. I shouldn't be surprised, but again, as I've stated in other videos, I love when we have places to put weapons, holsters, and everything else. So very cool. But there's the blaster pistol. We also have this crazy stick here. It does also look the same as the original. Nice detail work in it. The strap has a little bit of texture in it as well. Looks pretty good here. Comparison wise, why not? This is the one from that same Jedi training ray, and this one is the one for the island journey. So really the only difference here is that the handles are a different color. And I guess actually, now that I'm looking at it, I don't know how well it shows up on this camera, but the color of the actual stick itself is slightly different. So the wrappings are a lighter color of cream, so it's almost white. And the brown color is a darker brown, and it almost looks a little more glossy than the first one we got from the Jedi training ray. The straps look to be the same color though, and maybe just slightly different, but those are pretty close. But yeah, so which one was it? This one is the new one. That one's the old one. So, cool looking staff though. I like this one much better than the one from the first ray, the one that came with BB-8, because it does fit on her arm a lot easier. It's got a wider carrying strap, so you can fit it over two arms, or her head and chest and everything like that. So she can wear it across her chest like that. Very cool. I like that a lot. Beyond that, it's pretty much the same kind of Jaffa, Jakku, whatever. I'm not calling it a bantha stick. It's not, but still, it's a cool little accessory. Next up, we have the lightsaber itself. It also looks very similar to the other ones we've had. It is in a slightly different shade of blue here. But as far as the details go, we do have the little red activation button back. And we have the little slider there. That is a nice little paint app there. And some decent grippy things there. Nice big ring on the bottom of it. The blade is removable. Kind of grab it and twist it and pull. There we go. And it pops out like that, so you can have it with the blade or without the blade. Very nice. Get that back in there if we can. There we go. And while we're here, let's go ahead and do the comparison here. The one from Jedi Training Ray. So you can see the slight difference in color on the blade. not a lot of difference, but it is a lighter color of blue. And the Jedi training ray has the smaller hook thing on the hilt. And for the sake of argument, here is the BB-8 ray. So it's, again, a different color of blade. So now we have 3 blue colors for Rey's lightsaber. Pretty cool. The hilt actually looks to be the same, except for the paint apps on that little, I don't know, battery indicator? I don't know what that thing is. But on the original, the one with BB-8, actually it is slightly different. So it's got no paint on that one, and it's got a straight hook on it. This hook is slightly curved. So it's probably this one. No, it's different than that one too. New mold, we'll say. So there's those 2. And let's see here. So she's got slightly different hands this time, but should be able to fit that in there pretty easily. Get it to work down in there, and there we go. So yeah, fits in her hand very easily. Looking at the figure, I still don't see a hook anywhere. And that's really my only gripe so far with most of these figures, is that there's not been a hook to attach the lightsaber to. That's a shame, but yeah, no hook. Still looks cool though, very nice. I like that slightly different shade of blue there. I think that's probably my favorite color of blue so far. Mostly just because it, I guess, seems more like one of the original lightsabers, or the movie lightsabers. The first one from the one with BB-8 was just a little too light for my tastes, and then the one with Jedi training ray was a little too dark, but this is a nice kind of middle ground. So if we can get the focus in on here. So yeah, that's a nice lightsaber. I like that one. Alright, moving on to the figure itself. As you have probably noticed already, we have this cool soft cloth poncho thing. It has a cool hood on it. So you can pop that hood up and put it over her face. Comes apart there in the center. Looks very nice. Nice texture on it. I mean, it's cloth, so that's kind of what you expect there. But it feels pretty good. If anything, I think the hood's a little weird on it. But I guess it's kind of hard to make cloth goods in this scale to fit really well, so you may have to do some adjusting, repositioning, and you know, if you pull down on it, it looks pretty good that way. But by default, it kind of pops up there and is kind of wonky. But I don't know how you get that to stay down the way you want it. You may have to use some blue tack or something. So it does have a tendency to spring back up there like that. So not the end of the world. Let's see how easy this thing comes off. Actually comes off fairly easily. So yeah, very nice. There's the inside. You can kind of see the stitching on it. But you don't have to remove her head, luckily. You can just kind of slip that over top of her head to go back on there. And it works really well. So yeah, a nice little poncho cloak. Half cloak. Yeah, cool. We'll take that off for the rest of the review so we can take a look at the figure itself. But that's a cool little accessory. Alright, figure time. Looking at this one, I am fairly impressed with the head sculpt. I know that's one of the issues I've had in the past with some of the rest of these figures, is the head sculpt has always been a little bit off. This one looks much closer to what I am wanting out of a figure, although it still, I think it sits a little too close, too far down on the neck, so it looks like she's kind of hunched over a little bit. I don't know, we might could fix that by moving it around a little bit, but other than that, the detail work looks really well. Not a lot of detail, but just enough. Nice little ponytail bob things and signature little hair ringlets on the side there. Looks very nice. Paint apps look really good on this one as well. I don't know if we need to brighten that or take it down, or you can see how that blows it out, but yeah, it's not bad. So how does that one compare to some of the rest of these? So let's go with the Jedi training one. I like this one a lot better than the Jedi training one. I like the long hair look a little bit better, but I think this face is closer to the actress. I'm digging that. And then we have the original Rey, which has kind of the same ponytail. Looks a little bit more disheveled, I guess would be the word I would use. But yeah, the face definitely is a whole lot better on that one. That one was, the original one was pretty atrocious. So this one, hands down, better than this one. So yes, I like that a lot. The rest of the figure, the detail work, it looks really good. Let me pull the lights up a little bit more here. They've done some amazing work with the detail and the texture on her vest. Got the nice little texture here on her shoulder pad things, and that continues down the rest of the outfit. The back even has some really nice details built into it there. The wraps on her arms look to be about the same as the what is this one? I keep forgetting. The Jedi training figure. So I think that is pretty much the same sculpt. I'm almost positive it is. It looks to be anyway, so y'all leave a comment down below. Let me know if that seems right to you or if it looks different. Of course, the colors are different, but as far as the actual details and everything, it looks the same. But it has some nice, like, weathering effects put in there, so you can see some different colors in there. Very nice looking, though. Then her undershirt here also has some nice detail work in it. Nice textures that you can see in there. Pretty much the same sculpt for the belt. The little skirt thing here. The holster looks really nice as well. And that's a two-piece thing here, so if you pull that around, you can see the rest of it there on the back. I don't remember seeing those little rivets on the holster before. Maybe it's just because these are actually painted. We're just going to look right here and see. Yeah, I think it's just the fact that they're painted makes them stand out a little bit more. So that is cool. Then the pants themselves look really nice. This, I don't know, these leggings, jeggings, I don't know. Some weird short midriff, I don't know. But they look cool. They got some nice detail work in them too. I like the way you can see the way the cloth itself sits and folds. And some nice textures here, there for like the knee pads. A little bit of paint weirdness going on right there, but not too bad. And then the shoes look to be the same as the original figure we got. Let's just take a look and see. I don't know, I think they're an updated version of that too, so they're not the same. Go figure. But some really nice detail work in that. I like, again, that texture is just amazing there. And then on the back side, you can see the way all those little straps reach around. And the two-tone paint job there is a nice little touch there. I did get a little bit off on the paint right there. But that's pretty easy to just pretend to be mud. So yeah, very nice looking. All around great looking sculpt here. I'm really digging it. The vest itself, I think, will come off if we can get it to pull around here. Again, I've not dealt with a lot of these figures, so I don't know if there's an easier way to do this, but basically we're just going to try to take that vest off. And it looks like it is going to come off fairly easily. It's that nice soft plastic there, so you don't really have to worry about tearing it or anything like that. There we go. Very cool. So that comes off pretty easily. Then you can see the underside there. That undershirt looks pretty good. There is, again, some decent texture in there. So yeah, that looks pretty nice there. Again, the paint's a little weird on this one. At least on our chest right here. Might need to touch that up a little bit, but it's not too bad. It looks pretty decent. So yeah, there is the figure itself. Let's go ahead and look at articulation while we're here, and we'll put the vest back on there. The head does spin 360 degrees. We've got plenty of forward up looking motion. Sorry, my focus is being weird here. Let's see if this helps any. So, look up, look down all the way. That's maybe a little bit too far down, but you can anyways. Looks pretty decent. Standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joints. Standard ball and swivel at the elbow joints. Standard swivel and rocker at the wrist. We do have that waist twist rocker swivelly thing, ball joint, I guess is what that is. So you get plenty of backward motion, plenty of forward motion, and you can go side to side. So that works really well. I'm really glad to see that. There is, well, that counts as the waist joint, I guess. So underneath this soft plastic here. So I will point out that the way they've sculpted this, the leg holster is actually attached to the leg and to this little bit of skirt piece. So that may limit a little bit, but it's again, that soft plastic, so it's actually moving pretty well. So full forward kick, mostly full backward kick, and then the other side, full back, full front. Side to side is really good. That's the plastic kind of T-hook looking joints there. We do have the twist at the top of the thigh. We do have double knee joints, which are always nice. And we have no calf articulation, but on the ankle we do have the standard rocker swivel thing that goes kind of everywhere. So very nice. So this figure actually gives you quite a few different looks to play around with, depending on, you know, what your mood is and how you want to display her and everything like that. I don't really like the way that seam looks on the neck joint, but you can play around with that a little bit and minimize that look a little bit. But that's really my only criticism of this figure. Let's go ahead and stick the vest back on there. So again, you get the plain clothes without the vest. You get the cool looking vest. See how easy it is to get it back on there. shouldn't be too difficult. It's actually a little easier to get on than it was to get off. You probably have to move the head around a little bit to get around that ponytail there. But once your little vest thing is back in place, it's not going to hinder articulation whatsoever. So still full front, back, side to side. The head still goes down. I guess it does limit the backward motion just a little bit, but not bad. Still side to side is good there. And then arms are still fine, no problems with that whatsoever. So very cool. I think I do like her with the vest on a little bit better than without the vest. But it's kind of up to you how you want to display the figure. And we'll stick this cool poncho thing back on here. The poncho does not limit your articulation whatsoever. I do like that you can kind of fold it over the side here to have it down. It looks pretty good like that. So yeah, I'm really digging this figure. So out of the ones I've had so far, I think this one is the better figure. I still kind of like the Jedi training costume the best, but this is a really decent figure here. It's really, really good actually. So I'm pretty impressed with this one. I would say definitely go pick this one up. The head sculpt is better than the rest of them so far, so I'm really liking that. The weapons are pretty much the same as all the rest of them, so I guess the big thing is the costume here and the new head sculpt. So for that alone, I think it's worth picking up. But, you know, use your own judgment, see what you think about it. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, a thumbs down, whatever you feel like doing. Leave some comments down below, though, and let me know what you think of this Island Journey Rey. How does it compare to the rest of the figures in your opinion? And are there things you don't like about this one that you like about the other figures, or vice versa? Are there things you like more about this one than you do the other figures? Leave those in the comment section below. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Be on the lookout for more awesome videos coming down the pipeline. And until next time.